Okay. Here we go. We'll start over from the beginning for the YouTube guys. Hi, YouTube. Cohh here. We're about to watch for the first time the Dragon Age, the Veilguard, 20-minute thing. I am a huge Dragon Age fan. I'm very excited to check this out. And my biggest hopes are that it's not simpler than Inquisition and that it still has a real focus on environment, story, and like that type of thing. But we'll see. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. This is your first look at Dragon Age: The Veilguard. The following footage was captured from
Ned's
software.
as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
It is very, very pretty.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza.
Watch out! Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
I guess it's
Oh, that poor woman.
And they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely?
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I
I've
love
been doing what I
Bianca.
can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot
Bianca
of scared
looks
people
great.
out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Oh. Okay, so we're going back to this from Inquisition. Cool. Interesting.
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge.
Oh, it's based on his background
This is
stuff.
nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
Don't worry, scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demons, here they come.
There's no prompts on the screen. He's got potions on right and 8 of 8 arrows. Health is segmented into 5 things like the last one. They're definitely going the Inquisition super arcadey combat. No surprise. Is that a parry system? Yeah, it's a parry system. So here's the thing: they've turned Dragon Age from an RPG
Good. Let's get
into
to Dumas
an
Plaza
action
and find
RPG.
Nev.
Like,
Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I kind of was expecting this. It's unfortunate, but
I don't get it. If
I mean, I like
Solus
ARPGs.
tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
I'm kind of hoping the rest of the game is good enough. But it does.
The ancient world
I feel.
was.
That world.
I already feel like this is going to be one of those situations where it's like, it might be a good game, but maybe not a good Dragon Age. You know what I mean? Like one of those situations where it's like, yeah, it might be fine. It could be fun to run around in. Could have good characters. Could have a fun story. I want to know what happens to Solus. But it's like, but it is unfortunate. I feel like it's unfortunate that that this is so different from where it started. It's just
World existed before the veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
It is very pretty.
Veilguard cultists!
That's weird.
I hate these assholes.
Interesting. That seems a little heavy. Huh. The characters are a little
Looks
cartoony.
like the
They are.
Veilguard put up a barrier to
All the
block
graphics are a
way.
little cartoony. But then again, Dragon Age has never been like super realistic.
Avenge our fallen brethren!
I don't know how I feel about those white lines and yellow lines. And I feel like that might be a bit much. Maybe you can turn them on. There's no party control? Oh yeah, there's no prompts at least.
All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Oh, Chad's saying there is. Just not direct control.
Come on.
Okay.
Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Nev Gallus! Kill them all!
I will say, I keep coming back to the fact that... Whoa. No. I mean, these are... The abilities on the left and right side are your companions. You can see your abilities are on the bottom, and I think the two sides are your companions. No? Yeah. Okay. That's weird. It's literally Mass Effect. Yeah. It is kind of interesting because one of the Mass Effect leads was like really like hardcore all over Twitter trying to defend Dragon Age. And I'm seeing a whole lot of Mass Effect influence in this. And it makes me wonder, like, how much was he involved? Like maybe he was taking a little personally that people were tagging it because he was involved somehow? Like, I don't know. Yeah, there definitely seems to be a lot of that in here. Are you immune from damage when you do those moves? What do you mean the Sandus? Is that a hat?
Varric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Oh.
Nev, it's so good
Nev.
to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time.
What the heck? Oh,
Then
dude,
the
she's got.
sky started
That's a
raining
crazy leg.
demons.
It's awesome.
So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point. I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in Elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
Voice acting's on point.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
Well,
Somebody
I'm
said they're
not in
tired of all the
Rastus
hate on
anymore.
Dragon Age.
I know
Dude.
these trees.
Here's the thing. I have, like, at the end of the day, when you make a bunch of games over a period of time and you completely change what the game is, that is going to rub some people the wrong way that loved it how it was. And more importantly, they're going to feel kind of slighted because they're like, you had something amazing. Like, why did you take this from us? Why didn't you keep being awesome? Why did you do this? Why didn't you give us what we wanted? Why is this dumbed down, like, genericized thing when we could have had like an amazing deep Baldur's Gate 3 style Dragon Age? So do I feel that way? I'm kind of torn on it. I'm kind of torn on it because the devs don't owe us anything. And games are art. And who are we to demand that devs make art that we want to look at? That's one half of it. But the other half of it is that game dev is also about managing expectations. So like, and when you shift the entire tone and genre of your game over its time, that's a thing too. So like one half of me is like, and if you can't tell, this is a very conflicting thing for me, but one half of me wants to be like, yeah, let's just take it for what it is. We'll just treat it as its standalone product and be excited for the parts we like and talk about the parts we don't, like we do it all. And the other part of me is like, as a DAO fan, I have actual sadness and frustration that Dragon Age the Veilguard is not going to be going up against Baldur's Gate 3. Because that's the timeline I would have wanted. I would have wanted Dragon Age Origins 2, and then Dragon Age the Veilguard to be Baldur's Gate 3 in the Dragon Age world with all the Dragon Age Origin mechanics. That's what I wanted. So it's like, I'm never going to get that. It's not going to happen again. It's not. So what we need to decide now is, do we just stay angry and rage at what we have and just scream in vain into the night? Or do we just take this for what it is, enjoy the parts we like, and talk about the parts we don't? That's the decision we have now. That's what we get to do. What I'm going to do is the latter. I am going to say that this is not a good Dragon Age game for me because my good Dragon Age is Origins. That's what I preferred. That was my preference. it might be a fine action RPG in the Dragon Age world. It might be a great story and good characters, and I would like to see that story and those characters. And if I have to go to an ARPG to do that, fine. I like ARPGs, whatever. It's not going to be my Dragon Age. Like, you know, my Dragon Age kind of in some ways lived and died with Origins. But this could be good. I mean, this could be fine. This could be good. Maybe there's some awesome twists and turns. Maybe there's a great story. Like I don't want to write this off just because I like an old game better. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I don't, it seems self-destructive to do that. And I feel like I might miss something cool. So anyway, I don't know why I decided to pause it and say all that, but I saw some people in chat kind of saying something similar. So that's where I am right now. I'm going to watch the rest of this and I'm going to be like, hey, looks fun. Like maybe I'll see something that interests me. But at the end of the day, what is this? It is a genericized, simplified look into the Dragon Age world as an ARPG. We'll just take it for what it is and be sad or not sad about what it's not and go from there. So anyway, yeah, let's keep going.
This is Arleth.
I didn't really expect anything
And there's your
besides
ritual.
that, really.
The
But
power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
all this stuff looks cool. Like, I don't know what that floating
The
fortress is. I
tremors
don't
are
know.
getting worse.
All this looks cool.
And we've got demons.
It looks like we're doing barrier and shield, or barrier and armor again. Oh, cast the ability without bringing up the wheel.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what
Am I playing? No. We're watching the preview.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
This beginning has real Inquisition vibes. Like, in a lot of ways, they're kind of doing something similar, just with different players. Or maybe. I guess we'll see what happens here. On a much bigger scale.
We have to
Right.
stop this demon quickly.
Oh, there it is right there. The ability wheel is used to issue commands and direct it.
Watch the lightning!
This looks like God of War if Kratos didn't work out. In a lot of ways. A lot of similarities.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Why do I say that? I say that because the combat looks a little more dodgy, a little faster, and it looks like it's designed to last much longer. Well, I guess this is a boss fight, so I don't know. Actually, how much damage that?
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to
Is the player a
Solus.
rogue? Yeah. Where's my boy? Are they actually gonna show this scene?
All right, I'll take it from here.
Somebody earlier said,
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk
and this
to
is
him.
really interesting.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
I'm just gonna say this real quick because I feel like we brought up some interesting things to think about, and I want to add this to it because what this guy said is a really good point and it's interesting. What he said was, how do you reconcile appreciating the games as art and appreciating where the game is now as opposed to where it was when most of the team that made the original game is no longer working on this? And that's an interesting point. Like, that's a real interesting point. And it gets even more messy if you're like, what if the people that made the original game don't like the direction of this one? Like, that brings up an entirely different discussion where it's like, whoa. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Something to consider when you're thinking about this game. But yeah, it doesn't really change my thoughts on it, but it certainly is something else to think about. Yeah.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Oh.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him.
Do the facial animations
But
look
if he
like
won't
they're
listen
slow?
to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
I feel like they're like running at half speed
More
or something.
demons.
They're syncing with the words, but they're like,
Rook, take care of the team for me.
dude,
Hey,
I feel like this is a huge
Chuckles.
spoiler.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
There he is, man. Damn. Okay, seeing that turnaround actually gave me little chills. So I think I am in enough in this world and story to like possibly.
Let's buy in
That
some
definitely
time.
gave me like some little chills. that's definitely a ramification from my previous enjoyment of the game. Maybe there's enough of that to carry me
I
through
hope
this one.
Varric is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
Oh no! Oh god, he's dead. Varric's
People
dead.
are always dying. It is what they do.
Damn.
Shit. We need a better
Oh, he's
plan.
not wrong.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Who wrote that line? I'm a mage. I'll go. Okay.
Let's go, Hardy. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Wow, that looks really good. If they have enough cool scenes like this, man, like this is just legit cool. This is good. This is good. Oh yeah, he's basically just holding W. But I mean, it looks pretty. Looks pretty good music.
Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together, now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Okay. 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 So,
Applause, please.
I think pretty much everything I said earlier stands. Where I do have to say though, like, I noticed multiple occasions of not good writing and very poor delivery. And I don't mean like the voice actors did a bad job. I mean like the people telling them how to deliver the lines didn't do a good job. Like, you know, just it looks really pretty, and it looks like there might be some cool story stuff in there. I will say that the Dragon Age story as a whole got legitly and actually interesting at the end of the Inquisition DLC. I do want to see where that goes, and I want to see what they're going to do with it. I can say that that will be enough to get me to play this game beginning to end, which is good. So, from what I've seen, to be blunt, I was worried this was going to be like some kind of half live service, crazy like quest hub. Like, I was concerned that we were going to see what this project used to be before it converted. And it is not nearly as bad as I was hoping. I went in with far more concerns than I'm leaving with. I'm still obviously not sold. But I mean, I entered this worried that I was going to watch this and then end it and be like, not for me. That was my concern. But I definitely left that being like, you know what? Yeah, that'll be worth the playthrough. It's fine out of 10 for what it is. Is it a fine Dragon Age game? Personally, if you're asking for my opinion, no. Dragon Age Origins is Dragon Age. That's my Dragon Age. This is not anything like that game at all. It is a different, it might as well be a different franchise. It is a different franchise. So that being said, although I do not feel, I wouldn't even, I don't know if I'd play the game if it wasn't related to Dragon Age, to be honest. But because it is, it's enough for me to like, you know, come in, let's do it. Let's check it out. Let's continue the story and let's go from there. So yeah, I think it certainly didn't like wow me. But I liked that it's clearly a single player game. The action stuff looked fine. Looked like it's going to work. Looked fine. Some of the combat looked pretty fun. It was flashy. Some of the environments were cool. Some of the cutscenes were cool. It had problems, but we're still going to play it. Still going to play it. I'm going to do my best to like it because I'm a mage. That's right. All right. Anyway, that's it. So TLDR, we're going to play Dragon Age, the Veilguard. And hopefully we'll find some really cool stuff in it. But I think for me to really enjoy it, I need to fundamentally reorient myself into taking this for what it is and not taking it like as Dragon Age, you know, which is weird. But yeah, it really for some reason watching that made me really want to play Dragon Age again, Origins. I have this big urge to play Origins again now for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. Okay. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will see you in just a little bit over at twitch.tv/CohhCarnage. And thanks for your time. See y'all later. Have a good one.